You know what little Kwame is thinking down there? He's thinking, at least she is not a member of the church. At least she left the LDS church. My fingers are bleeding and I am in pain, but at least she is no longer part of the LDS
she's
church.
been liberated
Here
from
you
the
go.
patriarchy.
Here you go. Your life and the privileges you enjoy are built upon the Western suburban Christian fabric that has allowed you to excel in this capitalism lifestyle. You are decrying the philosophies that built the mechanisms for your lifestyle. Like, I'm sorry, being raised by a single mom in the South as black, I can see this BS meter that some of you guys can't see. I can see it. The thickness of it's so easy to see how fake this is.
How about the car in the driver's seat? I pick you up, but there's only room for me.
Juxtaposed with your lifestyle because they don't add up. You cannot be a critic of the philosophy that builds the culture which allows you to have the wealth you have and then flaunt that wealth on camera while decrying the philosophy and the religion that you because it. So I'm annoyed with the hypocrisy, and if you don't understand that, then that's the first problem. Utah is extremely privileged.
Yes.
Utah and Salt Lake County are very privileged.
Very well off. This could be the greatest textbook example ever of raised in the church privilege.
I bring the energy.
Yeah. Is that 30 white ex-Mormon chicks in a studio with a TP and a sound bowl?
That was.
I bring the energy.
I want to respond to this purely sociologically.
Okay.
Without any sort of faith bias or anything. Look, I don't know her. I don't know Hayley. I don't know her. Never met. I mean, maybe I met her once. I don't think I did, though, okay? I know I'm going to offend people again with this. I understand. I understand. But look. And I mean this with as nice as I can be. As nice as I can be. Nobody feels bad for pretty privileged white girls in the suburbs. No matter what. Hayley, in regard to the world, you're one of the luckiest people
In the world.
You're in the top
Yep.
5% of the world.
Yep.
You're not an Egyptian peasant. You're not in India eating food off the like you're literally like, look at my nice house. I'm hot and I hate the church. It's like nobody feels bad for you except for other people who grew up like you've got a cute kid, a great house, nice clothing, and a podcast and a fall. Like your life and the privileges you enjoy are built upon the Western suburban Christian fabric that has allowed you to excel in this capitalism lifestyle. You are decrying the philosophies that built the mechanisms for your lifestyle. So nobody feels bad except for the people that are but even they will not leave the lifestyle that the philosophy gave them because they like it. So someone like me doesn't give a damn what you're saying because I go, that's still a like at the end of the day, if I was a Muslim who just got to America and I saw you, I'd go, oh, it's a Christian girl. That's what I would think. And you go, well, actually, I really didn't like my young women's president. I do not care. You are Christian. Like, that's immediately.
What are you talking
I
about?
think what you're trying to say is you're not oppressed by a religion.
No, I'm trying to say she's outside of her nature right now. You are a swig Mormon girl. She just had swig in the pit. Like, you're going thrifting I've been there. That's Provo Center Street. Like, your whole life, you've got to thank Mormons for. Like, that is who you are. You are trying to be outside of your nature. And to somebody who is not in the Utah bubble of really American folk irrelevancy as regard to the rest of the world, I am thoroughly so unimpressed and so bored by what you're saying. Because there's nothing outside of, like you are still the creation of the religion you hate. And that's why, like, grow a mustache, okay? Go live on a farm or something. Like go be in the inner city. Do something outside of it because I'm not going to take any religious criticism from somebody who is so just eating all of the benefits of Mormonism left and right. Like, put your money. The reason why I like Kate Kelly is because she put her money where her mouth is. She was doing the ordained women thing, the feminism, and she got communicated. She literally is now a lesbian in Washington, D.C., who is an attorney fighting for women's rights around the world. She put her money where her mouth is. This is just like, you're a hot chick in the suburbs. Okay. I'm not impressed by what you're saying. What are you bringing to the table that's different? This is why I'm because you guys can't say this. You guys can't say it because they call you, when you've tried, they say, look at this mean straight white man. But I got the one card. I got the card that's a little more powerful than the woman card. Okay?
Did you just
down
pick
the
up
black
my hard
card.
drive?
Oh, sorry. I'm throwing down the black card because I want you to know, Hayley, every black person in America who watch it, if they watch your videos, is going to be like, eh. And that's it, like, literally, not even, like, eh. But you think it's this revolutionary thing. But it's, and that's why I'm just flabbergasted by the confidence in these videos.
The confidence.
You are a suburban swig girl dipping into non-suburban swig girl categories.
And you think you're Magellan. You
it's
think
just,
you're just
blowing my mind.
I want to remind this girl, if she ever watches this young woman, if she ever watches this Girls Camp, like, or anybody who watches this who's a fan of Girls Camp, just remember one thing. You are a daughter of our Heavenly Father with eternal and divine worth. He has a purpose for you. He has a plan for you that's much bigger than spaghetti straps and fun swig flavors and TikTok likes and clicks.
Do you remember when
You're an eternal being. You're an eternal being. You will be here after the earth is turned to dust and every sun, every star in the sky has burnt out. You will still be here.
You're eloquent and everything you're saying is beautiful. Okay, I recognize I'm being a jerk. Last thing is, you guys remember Lady Gaga years ago went to Arizona to perform, okay? And I'm not kidding. The audio is on YouTube. This is real. She's performing in Arizona during, like, they had the SB 1-2 law or whatever. Basically, this bigoted law where you could, like, go up to a Mexican and ask to see their papers. Okay, it was pretty bad. Okay, so Lady Gaga's performing, and she's like, "I want you to put away anything that doesn't make you feel amazing. Any person or any law that makes you feel bad." And all of the, like, white girls are cheering, and she's like, any law, and she's, like, referencing the law for the Mexican as her prelude to Bad Romance. Okay, as her prelude to rah 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 ah ah romara. Her prelude to the Bad Romance song, she's like, "The Mexican suffering. This is for you, Mexican suffering." Do-ra-ra-ba-ba. And you're like, what are you doing, Lady Gaga? What are you doing? Stick to your pot. Like, you
Stay
think
in
this
your
is
lane.
anything but the most slightly offensive, ridiculous. That's what I'm getting from. It's like, if you're gonna be the religious critic, you can't be the suburban swig girl influencer, because it's like Mormonism is a bigoted, evil, horrible institution. It has harmed people, and if you're a part of it, you are harming people, and you're terrible. Please subscribe and help me monetize my videos on TikTok. I'm shooting from my Cobalt iPhone Mind phone in my house that was bought for $250,000 or $500,000 with my husband's job that made money from his MLM, as I'm driving my car that's polluting the environment, as I like my lifestyle is built on the backs and suffering of millions in the East. But so I'm listen oppressed. To me to tell you about how
I'm here to lecture you all on morality.
I can, I'm sorry, being raised by a single mom in the South as black, I can see this BS meter that some of you guys can't see. I can see it. The thickness of it's so easy to see how fake this is.
I wish Quago had an opinion on this.
Gosh, it's just like, bro, I'm Palestinian. My people are, like, dead in Gaza. Like they're dead. Like, you think I give a like? It's just like, it's so, like, who cares? You're dancing in your nice kitchen. Abdul would love to have that kitchen, Hayley. He would love to have it. And you're whining about the church that built the state in which you're having this top 5% of the world lifestyle?
Yes, the most oppressive thing, the most horrible thing, and you can't understand how horrible it is.
You're literally bragging about how great your life is when other people would love to have that life and they can't, and you're mad about the church that gave you the life. That's what makes me mad. It's like what you're saying. And if you were just sticking to your if you were just sticking to your, here's why I think the religion's bad, fine. But the fact that you're bragging about how much I would love for Antifa, the actual anti-religion, anti-established people to watch you, because they would say, to the wall with her. Like the people that are actually, you know what I mean? Like the actual, like, I hate Western capitalism and all colonialist anything which religion spreads from in their mind. Those people would hate you. Do you understand? Like the only thing protecting you from the people that would destroy everything you love is the culture of that religion you hate. Do you understand, Hayley?
Dude, look at this video.
Mind-blowing to me.
Kwaku, in her defiance of religion, showing how oppressive religion is, she's showing how rum and coconut actually tastes good.
Oh my gosh, it does?
This is her
really
7th or 8th vacation video in her profile.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, this girl,
you're
right. It's kind of like if you're trying to own the church by showing how in your rich cabana,
jeez,
in your 5-star hotel, you can afford the $50 drink that was probably served you by people who are sending money back home to the third world in
quote unquote toxic
a society. It's not the religion that
No,
created
I'm
the
about to
wealth.
make a point. I'm about to make a freaking beautiful point. Okay, a religion that's considered more toxic and patriarchal than Mormonism is Islam. But just it is, okay? It just look at Muslim-run countries. I want you to think, Hayley, listen, look at me right now. Look at me, okay? Look at me. In most of the world, right now, in the East, in Muslim-dominated countries, they will never have the lifestyle you have. They will never have the privileges you have. They will never be able to go to a cabana, drinking a pina colada with Coke, putting it on their social media for hundreds of thousands to watch and giving them kudos about how amazing they will never have that coddled, privileged lifestyle. The thing that helps them keep going in this harsh and cruel world is a religion. It's their faith. It's their belief in faith in Allah and the Quran and Islam, okay? Something considered that whatever you think you hate about Mormonism, the world hates that more about Islam. So I'm taking the most extreme example. That they will never have the privileges you have, but your privileges are still built upon their backs. So, as someone who is not from your little bubble, I can see the BS. Okay, for you to call out Mormonism and talk about how bad Mormonism is, you are still a beneficiary of white Judeo-Christian capitalism that Mormonism excels with. You're still a part of that. So the benefits of it, sociologically speaking, you love while decrying the faith, which makes everyone else who's less privileged than you hate you. Do you understand? Like they would hate you. They would be like, ugh, this is awful. Like, please understand that. Like, please understand. If we need to do a follow-up, let's go to LA and let's just show your profile to non-Mormons who are from just like anyone who's not, and they will be like it's just, I've ranted enough. It's just it like from the world's perspective, you're not the good guy here.
Yeah, that's you bring up some really, really good points, and it's consistent with anti-Mormon. I think it's rule number 9 was that they always want to condemn their parents for a wholesome upbringing.
When someone starts Mormon-splaining the church to me as if the reason I left was because I didn't understand it fully, you don't. No. I'm making the sociological argument. You do not. You do not understand it fully because you are still a beneficiary of what Mormonism has created and you love the benefits. If you were true to your guns and felt as if this toxic, patriarchal, horrible cult religion and the things that it being a member of it harms people, then the effects of what that religious culture has created, you would reject that too if you were being consistent. But you are not being consistent. You are trying to have your cake and eat it too, and now develop a following saying, look at how bad the religion is, but please love and follow me and think I'm awesome and cute and love my lifestyle for the benefits of it. Go to the Deep South. Go to other Christian communities in America that are not Mormon. Utah is extremely privileged.
Yes.
Utah and Salt Lake County are very privileged.
Very well off.
Go
They
to the
stand
Deep
on
South.
the shoulders of giants.
Like, think about that. You are extremely privileged. You are a beneficiary of Mormonism in every sociological way possible, and you're advertising your lifestyle
And you're
as if you
complaining.
graduated from it. You haven't.
Yeah.
You haven't. If you like if they were to put you and me on camera, some guy who's never seen, and say which one's the Mormon, they would say you, not me.
100%.
They would. So, you are the beneficiary. Stop acting like you've moved on from this thing and you're enlightened.
This could
You are
be,
a part of it.
This could be the greatest textbook example ever of raised in the church privilege.
Bro, is that a
Oh,
TP and a
Tikla.
sound bowl?
Yeah.
Is that 15 white girls in a photo studio that are ex-Mormons with a TP and a sound bowl?
Yeah.
Is that 30 white ex-Mormon chicks in a studio with a TP and a sound bowl?
That was a bad one to pull
Is
up.
this
Quake is gonna
actually?
lose it.
Oh my gosh, bro! I need to get my black out of here. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind, dude.
That was the wrong one to pull up at the end there. But he's right. This is raised in the church privilege. Quake who calls it. Quake who can't stand it. Raised
and
in
that's
the church privilege.
that's a phrase coined by Tikla, who
one of our Latter-day ladies.
One of our Latter-day ladies. Actually, we can't call it Latter-day Ladies anymore because there is a podcast of a faithful woman named Latter-day Ladies.
Oh.
So it's the Women of WardRadio. We're calling it WRW.
A Mormon leaver get a talk called To Whom Shall You Go? He suggested those who leave the church have a lost, listless, and lonely
life ahead.
life ahead. To whom shall we go? Back to each other, where we always belonged.
So that was actually Jesus Christ who asked that question.
This
The
ain't no
apostles asked him,
tribe.
"To whom shall we go?" You have the words
wait,
right. The church is fake and toxic, all that stuff, and she has literally appropriated two separate groups, one of which was genocided and massacred. Okay, the other Eastern Asiatic. The sound. Okay, so both far more patriarchal and far more coercive than American Utah Mormonism, and she's taken the parts of their culture and brought it into her ex-Mormon little exhibit thing for 35 white girls. I think I see one Mexican. Okay, that's great. Okay, to where shall you go? To a studio where you appropriate other religions and other cultures that are less privileged than you and brag about it. Well, oh my God.
So what are we
Raised
going
in
to
the
call
church
this
village.
video?
I'm going to lose my mind.
So what are we going to call the video? The white privilege of ex-Mormon anti-Mormonism or
Raised
what?
in the church privilege.
I can't
This
believe I've done a
grown-up
full 180. I started off pretty reasonable here, and it's not even what she's saying. It's the hypocrisy of it all. There's a reason I like Kate Kelly. Her money is where her mouth is. Okay,
Look, swig. She's got a swig cup in her hand right now. Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
we got to save her. She left the church.
She left the church, curses, drinks coffee, and wears tank tops. Yeah, that's an improvement. Cursing like a drunken Irish sailor.
that's what they do.
And, well, tank
And
tops.
addicted to-
I'm a fan of tank tops. You know what I'm
Addicted
saying?
caffeine.
But,
Hey, what's on your head, Hayley?
yeah.
Oh, the new Apple headphones. Huh.
Built in Malaysia by child slave labor with cobalt refined by African children, built on silicone microchips from Chinese slave labor.
and you know what little Kwame is thinking down there? He's thinking, At least she is not a member of the church. At least she left the LDS church. My fingers are bleeding and I am in pain, but at least she is no longer part of the LDS
she's been
church.
liberated
And here
from
you
the
go.
patriarchy.
Here you go. Oh my God.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
Yep.
You know, with that said, just to be fully transparent in this studio, it's really interesting is I've actually struggled with that. I've looked in very hard and very deep into how can I minimize the impact of the equipment that I buy on the worst elements of our supply chain worldwide. And unfortunately, you cannot buy a computer without doing it. If you buy an electronic device,
No, we're all
we're all guilty.
guilty.
But there are some things that you can do that I find are actually very doctrinally sound. Like, this is a really super nerdy geek approach to how you buy tech hardware, and it's totally for a different podcast. We won't go down this rabbit hole now, but like there are ethics to purchasing equipment for the studio that I've kind of developed, principally buying used equipment first in order to minimize manufacturing, so on and so forth, that are mirrored epically by Brigham Young quotes. Brigham Young quotes on the purchase of farm equipment are like tal cual, as we say in Spanish, like absolutely equal to the good ethics of purchasing sound equipment in a place where there's potential slave labor involved. But yeah, at least I don't dance with swig to it and have just absolute grotesque purchases with no purpose, right?
Flaunting it with bad lip syncing.
Look at how oppressed. She's so oppressed. She's so oppressed. She needed the new Apple headphones and the $15 swig drink. Of course, it's only $5 in Utah. Probably it'd be like $15 here. Anyway, Kwaku, any last thoughts, bro?
Can we just do a segment called Kwaku? Look, I don't like to milk the race card like this, but like at some point, you guys can't say this, but I can say it. Like.
I celebrated 1 million streams on my Post-Mormon podcast after a little over a year. Thank you to the haters who got me here. You're just a hater, Kwaku.
Yeah.
You're just a hater,
Kwaku,
bro.
why do you hate her so much? You're just a hater.
It's
You don't even know her.
And here's the thing. She's gonna her whole life she will never have to confront how amazing and privileged she is, built on the backs of people who will never have a thimbleful of how great her life is. But she will milk and pretend that she is a victim.
Dude.
When the majority of the world will look at her and say, you live a lifestyle I could never dream of. And your lifestyle is given to you because of this church you're making now money off of saying is bad. Look, I'm not here to say, okay, that if you had a mean bishop or whatever, or abused on your mission or whatever, I'm not saying those things aren't valid, but I'm saying you've got to sociologically comprehend the fact that if you decry and defame a religion as inherently toxic and say people who are a part of it are harmful, you better not benefit from everything it's built and milk it. You're dancing in your rich house with your Apple headphones and your swig and your expensive outfit. Like, look at how cute and great my life is. Haha, take that, Mormon church. It's like that's everything the church gave you. Like the sacrifices of Mormons who built Utah, bringing in that hyper capitalism. It's your whole damn life. An Indian boy, a little boy in Bangladesh will never experience what you have. He never will. It blows my mind.
And the church actively tries.
And you rub it in their face by making your little thing with your sound bowls and your native teepees. You're rubbing it in their face. Oh my God! Bleep that out.
And the church.
I'm done.
Okay, well, the last thing we'll say, Kwaku, we'll end this. Say what you want to say, Jonah, and then I'm going to bring up an...
I was just going to say, the Church of Jesus Christ goes everywhere and sends people, pulls them out of their comfort zones when they're 19 and they're 18 years old from Spanish Fork or American Fork, sends them all around the world to Bangladesh and to Africa and to Malaysia, and preaches to these people to give them a knowledge of their eternal worth, to remind everybody that we're children of God, and long after all this is done, we are still going to be sons and daughters of God. And so we better be concerned about our willpower, our character, our spiritual purity. That's what we're really trying to work on. So, we're trying to preach that message Hayley, you're not doing anybody favors by telling them to be petty and yeah.
Yeah, and Kwaku, you've made a really good argument that maybe she shouldn't flaunt so much wealth, standing on the shoulders of spiritual giants who helped create that wealth and a world that she enjoys that is, as you say, wildly privileged.
You're going to set him off again, Cardin, okay?
I will, but hold on. I will say this. It's funny that your rant started on this little video with her eating cake. Because what did the epitome of the bourgeoisie
Let them eat
say?
cake, Marie Antoinette said.
Yep.
What did Marie... But yes, before Marie Antoinette, they were literally describing poverty and rotten food. And when told they can't eat the rotten food, she said, well, then let them eat cake. Oh, dude.
Oh, I didn't know that part about the rotten food. That kind of justifies. Now I can see why they went to kill her.
The principal, if I remember correctly, as the story goes, it was the queen's response upon being told that her starving peasant subjects had no bread.
Yeah.
Because cake is more expensive than bread, the anecdote has been cited as an example of Marie Antoinette's obliviousness to the conditions of the daily lives of ordinary people. And here you are making the argument that religion has helped millions of poor people worldwide cope with a far more difficult circumstance than she was raised in.
Yep.
And when you approach her with these kind of basic truths and sociological arguments, the video you did it to was one where she is proverbially saying, then let them eat cake. That
now we
is
know how
poetic
she's going to
justice.
respond. She's going to respond and be like, "Well, the church has all billions and billions of dollars, so you should be mad at the church, not me." No. I'm not mad at anybody who is. I'm a businessman. Okay, I'm a capital. Like I get it. We're all guilty in this system here, but it's if I were to go out and be like, honestly, it is just terrible to have ticket-based income.
Yeah.
Like, hey, guy, isn't that
wait
like...
a minute.
Like, you're... Like, hey, Quiggy, isn't
mean
that
like you?
Didn't you benefit from that, like, a lot? I used to. I made all my money with events, but now I don't do that anymore. I used to... It's like, that is such hypocrisy. So take that to a massive level, okay, where, like, how many Mormons in Utah will never be able to buy a house? A lot. We know people in Utah that are like, it's hard. Okay, you're literally rubbing your food on your face in this video, eating your cake. Look at how great my new podcast is. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah.
Are you
cake
saying
that little Ubuntu will never be able to have in his life?
Are you saying she's the Marie Antoinette of ex-Mormon anti-Mormonism?
Oh, could be. Could be.
Did we? Okay, so anyway,
Well, I
let
hope
us
not,
know.
because that means the Napoleon of ex-Mormonism is coming next, which is going to be very bad for all of the Mormons.
All of us.
Or really good. Because, you know.
What, you're not
He's lost eventually.
You're not
but-
an imperialist?
By the way,
no.
we just
Get on
believe
board.
we're drinking all of the English propaganda Kool-Aid on Napoleon.
But okay, I would Hayley, I have nothing against you. Again, I don't know you. I'm really frustrated at the things you're saying juxtaposed with your lifestyle because they don't add up. You cannot be a critic of the philosophy that builds the culture which allows you to have the wealth you have and then flaunt that wealth on camera while decrying the philosophy and the religion so I'm annoyed with that hypocrisy, and if you don't understand that, then that's the first problem. But second, you're probably nice. You're probably a great, nice person. If anybody was saying what you say and doing what you do, I'd be mad at it.
How about the car in the driver's seat? I pick you up, but there's only